Hello and welcome to Business as Usual. I'm Daneen O'Donnell and today I am with Cecil Smith of Skydive Pennsylvania. And Cecil, this is uncharted territory for me. So I come in and right away I'm kind of intimidated and I can taste the thrill of what happens around here with the skydiving. So tell me how you ever got into this business.
Well, I started skydiving when I was 18. And I became an instructor when I turned 20. And I started instructing so I could pay the bills so I could skydive and buy equipment.
There you go. So kind of fuel the passion.
It was an opportunity for me, and I ended up being on the commercial end of skydiving.
Gotcha. Now, were you just kind of a thrill seeker? Was it a typical thing, or did it just appeal to you to like see the earth from that view?
My father was a jumper in the Navy. And when I was a little kid, we used to go and watch him. And then when my brother got back from the service in '72, I went to watch him. And then I was 16, and I asked my mother if she would sign for me so I could go make a parachute jump, and she said, absolutely not. So I had to wait till I was 18, and I just continued going.
How many years have you actually been in this location and in this building?
This location's been here 27 years. It was started by some of the local guys, the brothers, Jeff and Roger Record. I started working here about 15 years ago. I came from the Beaver Valley Skydivers when we closed down there, and I came up here and worked doing tandems and instructing. And then after 3 or 4 years, Jeff approached me about buying the business, which I did. I've owned it for 11 years and enjoyed every minute of it.
Very cool. And how many people would you say have jumped out of a plane through here? Like how many do you get a week or a day even?
I track them better by the months and the seasons, but I would say the rough number is about 3,000 first-time jumpers a season.
Wow.
Our season runs from late March through mid-November.
Very cool. And when you have people who jump and like it so much, do they come back and want to be trained as instructors also?
Yes, they do. We run on what is called as an accelerated free fall course. It's a 4 to 6 hour course, and they can take that after they make one jump. We go ahead and train them, and we get them in the sky.
Very cool. So talk me through this a little bit. Like, I have never jumped out of an airplane, and we were talking a little bit about this actually. I told you that I didn't think I ever could jump out of an airplane because I'm afraid of heights. And the first thing you told me that it's kind of not like looking down off a building at all. It's a different perspective. So what did you mean by that?
When you put your head outside the door of an airplane, there is nothing to relate to. You are looking into vast open space. So the people that are afraid of heights, it's not real to you. You just look out there and away you go. Most people land after saying they were afraid of heights, saying it wasn't anything like they thought.
Interesting. Now, have you ever had anybody kind of get scared at the last minute and they don't jump?
Yes, there's been a few. And then if they say they don't want to go, we'll do our best to talk to them and say, no, it'll be okay, I'll take you in this and that. If they say no, we don't force anybody out of the airplane.
So let's talk through this from the very beginning. First of all, I would go online. You have a website, Skydive Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Okay, and I would book a time.
Yes. Well, the way it works is most people find us online or from somebody that they know, and they call or they find the website on their own, Skydive PA. They click on the book now. It shows the days and times that are all available, and you can pick what you want, and you can book right there online as long as you're 18 years old or over.
And about how much time is involved from the beginning of when you arrive here to when you are have completed your jump?
It's usually about an hour and a half to 2 hours, but we say it's going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 hours so people don't yell at us when it takes a little longer. We're not like an amusement park where we go off every 3 minutes.
And so I don't have to know anything at all about skydiving. So what would you do when I first arrive here?
Well, first thing when you arrive, we greet you and then we take you over to fill out your paperwork and we have you watch a video while you're doing that. Then you come to the office and you register. Then we take you outside and we get you trained. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to train you to make a tandem skydive. We teach you how to move around in the airplane. We teach you the proper body position in free fall and what to do on landing. You just pick your feet up and you slide in on your bottom on landing, and your instructor pretty much takes you the whole way through it.
And is there ever, I imagine you have to hope for decent weather, but it doesn't have to be a perfectly clear day.
Does not.
Yeah.
As long as we have enough cloud clearance, we're good to go. high winds, anything over 15 mile an hour, we're very hesitant. We don't go. And when it's raining, rain can be quite painful at 125 mile an hour. So we kind of wait until it stops raining.
And how high are you actually when you jump out?
2.5 miles usually, 13,500 feet above ground.
Wow. Now, I noticed many people roaming around here that you said are instructors, and many have come from different countries. So tell us a little, you talked about how it's almost like a network, like a health system. You can reach out there among other skydivers and find people who are looking to learn or teach. So tell us a little bit about that.
Most of these guys that come here, they're all just training to become professional skydivers. They just come from other countries. They want to come to the U.S. They learn the language. They see some different things. And they basically just come here to skydive. That's all they do.
I think it's fascinating. And what can I expect to pay if I want to come and jump out of an airplane?
I always say not enough, but it's $245.
Okay.
And that covers everything you need there. We're in transportation, so there's no tax on top of that.
And you've had all ages. I've seen in some of your pictures. Is there an age limit on
There
youngest
is.
and oldest? And what is that?
18 years of age is the youngest we will take.
Okay.
They have to be old enough to sign a legal contract. But personally, I've taken a man 93 years old and a woman that was 89 years old.
That's just crossed it off their bucket list. Huh?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's amazing. Now, how can people learn more about Skydive Pennsylvania?
Go to the website, and they could go ahead and look everything over on there. If they have any questions, they can call us at 800-909-5867. And there's also another website called uspa.org. That's the United States Parachute Association website.
Well, folks, we are just near the Grove City Airport. It's easy to find and close to everything. And if you're looking for an adventure, I encourage you to check out Skydive Pennsylvania, because it will be an experience you'll never forget. For Armstrong, this has been Daneen O'Donnell with Business as Usual. If you enjoyed this episode of Business as Usual and would like to see more, click on the playlist button up here. To catch all your programming on the Armstrong Neighborhood channel, click on the subscribe button down here. I suggest you do both.